Amen.
Madam Finance in the building. Building wealth with confidence. Oh yeah. Shawty get loose. Let's go. Let's go. She walk in the room and the whole place light up. Small frame, big energy, can't nobody keep up. Got a vision for the future and a plan in the hand. Showing everyday people how to level up and expand. Making money, make money, that's the name of the game. Heaven famous, build wealth and put respect on the name. Oh yeah. When she speak, people listen. When she teach, people grow. Got a gift for showing folks what they really need to know. She got purpose, she got drive, helping dreams come alive, building futures, making moves. Everybody knows the groove. Shorty get loose, what you do, what she do. Building wealth with confidence, showing people how to come through. Shorty get loose, got the whole room moving. Madam Finance on the rise, and the movement keeps improving.
Woo! Y'all, that was my favorite birthday present.
I heard that, Keisha. That is slamming. Okay. That
Oh,
is slamming. I love it.
I
hey,
love it. I love it also. Fat Shorty get loose.
hey. For those who don't know, I love to ballroom dance, and that was my dance name, Shorty Get Loose. So he knew me by Shorty Get Loose and Madam Finance, and so he just put it all together for me. And I was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much!" So y'all
Oh,
know when I walk out on the stage, I'm coming out now, y'all.
that's right. That's right. With your number one hit.
I'm coming.
Don't play. Don't play. If you don't know, you better ask somebody.
Welcome, welcome everyone to Grand Rising
Amen.
Elizabeth Wealth Building Wednesday. Wealth Building Wednesday. I am so excited um, that you are here. I'm excited about 2026. You know, we done been through the first quarter, second quarter. Now we on the third quarter. Can you believe it?
Mm,
Third quarter already, and there's still some time to end this year with a bang. Okay, still got
amen.
some time, y'all. This is going to be an amazing. It is an amazing 2026. It's so many things that are going on, and we have to make sure we in the game. We in the game. So one of the things, you know, stayed up late doing the midnight oil, and I still had to get my meditation in and my studying in. And one of the things I just want to share with you and remind you is this: there is no lack of limitation. Don't make the mistake of thinking that everything comes from the outside world. If you think that, you will almost surely experience lack and limitation in your life. Your mind is a creative power behind all things. So, how can there be any lack? It's impossible. Your ability to think is unlimited. And so the things you can think into existence is unlimited. If you just take a look around your environment, right now, your environment, everything you see came from a thought, somebody's vision. Everything you see, the car you drive, those things didn't exist. So know that you are a creator and you can create. We are all made in the image and likeness of God. And God is a creator. And guess what? So are you. So I
Hmm.
hope that encouraged someone today to know that there is no lack, no limitation. The world is yours. God can do all things. So I wanted to, that really resonated with me this morning, and I hope that resonated with you as well. People know I love to start the show off with a millionaire and billionaire success story. So today's story, family, before we look at the hard data today, I need to tell you a story about a kid who refused to let his circumstances dictate his destination. Imagine being 12 years old, living in Lagos, Nigeria, and witnessing your father get shot and killed in a senseless carjacking right in front of you. That kind of drama breaks most people. At 15, he and his family moved to Atlanta, Georgia, with nothing but a fresh start. He grew up, went to college, and entered the corporate world as a tech salesman. But he had fire in his belly. He didn't want to just be an employee or somebody else's payroll. He wanted to build an empire. So he tried to start a business, a dating website. It failed. He tried a second business selling projectors. It flopped. He tried a third business selling garden tools. Total disaster. Three strikes. Most people would have thrown in the towel, gone back to their safe 9 to 5 job and complained that the game was rigged. But he realized his failures were liabilities. They weren't liabilities. They were tuition. One day, he got completely fed up with the endless, annoying back and forth email chains, just trying to schedule a single business meeting. You know how it goes. Are you free at 2? No. How about 4? No, that doesn't work. He realized that manual scheduling was a massive waste of human time. He had an idea to build an automated self-serve calendar link where people could just click and instantly book an open slot. He didn't wait for venture capitalists to validate him because he knew black founders get less than 1% of tech funding. Instead, he took his entire life savings, 200,000, emptied his 401k, maxed out his credit cards, and put all on the line to build that software company. His name is Tope Awatona. And that little schedule link he created is the platform called Canally. Wow, did y'all know that was owned by a black man? If you haven't heard of it, the rest of the world has. Today, Canali is used by massive global brands like Lyft, eBay, and Dropbox. It has exploded to over 20 million active users across
Mm.
230 different countries. Because of that scale, Canali is worth over $3 billion and Tope is worth an estimated of $1.4 billion, making him one of the wealthiest black tech titans on the earth. And because he bet on himself and bootstrapped it with his own money early on, he kept majority ownership. Nobody can fire him, nobody can lay him off. And he didn't close the door behind him either. Tope has quietly become a massive philanthropist and advocate for our community. He invests his own billions back into minority and black founded tech startups, funding the next generations of owners who have locked out of traditional systems.
Mm. Wow.
Did y'all know that Kennedy was owned by a black man? Did y'all know that?
Mm-mm. No.
Think I've only told that, read that one particular time. And one of the things that I really like these stories because a lot of us are walking in those footsteps of millionaires and billionaires. Right? We're walking this, and you can't give up. We always see the glamour of people, the millionaires and the billionaires, but people don't really know the story, the struggle. And it's proof that if you stay in the game, you will win. You will win. You have to trust God, stay diligent to your vision. Don't worry about how things are not. Don't even try to figure it out. Just keep moving forward and you will get your suddenly. Everybody gets their suddenly. Everybody get their time and chance if you stay in the game. So, do anybody have any questions? Anything thus far with what was said today about no lack, no limitation? Now, y'all know y'all got to be interactive. Y'all got to be interactive today. How about this? I do have some great news. One of my customers, clients had called me and she's so excited because she is on Medicare and Medicaid, and she has made up her mind that this is not the life that she wants to live. She says she wants more, and she's not scared that she gonna one day have to pay for her own medical, pay for things that she normally don't have to pay for now. She is okay with that, and she wants to change her life. She realized that nobody's going to save her but her. And she called me yesterday and said, I told y'all she opened it. Now it's actually been funded. It started being funded yesterday. So I want to give kudos to Miss V. I don't know if Evelyn is on the line. Evelyn also, she opened up her brokerage account. Anybody else? Anybody have any new stocks, anything that's in their portfolio that they just got that's doing well? Because I said we're gonna start leveling up. We're gonna start talking about more about your portfolio, things to share with us. Anybody? Stacy said a little something the other day. I was so excited. Stacy, can you tell us a little bit what's going on?
Well, I just noticed that the stocks that I invested in, the EFTs that I invested in, I made money off of it. And
Okay,
yeah, I'm funding it regularly, $75 every 2 weeks.
okay.
And I'm really excited about going in and looking at what extra money that I have to put towards some other stocks that I'm interested in.
That is so cool. Her ETFs. Y'all know we've been talking about that. And we're going to talk a little bit more about it later on also. You got to stay in the conversation. We have to stay in the game, ladies and gentlemen. The ETFs. That's so amazing. And one of the ETFs that I enjoy watching is AIQ. If anybody don't know, you might want to look up AIQ. It's an AI ETF, and it has all the top major companies that's invested millions and billions of dollars in it. It has all the top players in the ETF. So write those things down, y'all. I'm not telling you to invest in it. I'm asking you to take a look at it and see what's going on with the ETFs. So again, welcome everyone. Do anybody have any questions? Okay, we're going to go ahead and move forward. Give me 1 second here.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, welcome, LaGrande. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Can y'all see the screen?
Yes, it blew it up.
Okay, you can see it. All right.
Yep.
Awesome. Welcome again to Building Wealth, Building Legacy. We're going to talk about the asset game and why most people never start investing. So I have a question for you. For those who have not invested, for those who it may have taken them a long time to start investing, what are some reasons why you think you procrastinated regarding investing? Let's start there.
Well, for me, hey, this is Shawnee. For me, I didn't know what the heck I was doing at first, and I still don't really know what I'm doing, you know, didn't know how to invest. That's why I'm grateful for you coming on here, teaching us this stuff. For me, I always wanted to invest, but I just didn't know how. And then I've tried my hand at buying crypto before, and I've tried my hand at buying some And but the other ones I really didn't make any money, and I just was like, okay, I need to get with someone who know what they're doing that could teach me before I get out here and lose more money.
Awesome. Do you feel a little bit more comfortable since you've been coming? Like, are you getting or building confidence?
Yeah, yeah, but for me, I'm just mainly saving my money in my investment account that I created with Fidelity. So, because I don't have like a 9 to 5 job and stuff like that, I said, well, I'll just start and put $5 every time I get some money and save it in there. And then I'll just start researching different stocks and things like that, and ETFs and the REITs and things that you talk about. And then eventually, when the time comes and I feel like I have a certain amount of money, then I can just start investing that.
That is so awesome, Shawnee. Thank you for sharing that. I got, y'all, she need to give her applause, okay? For stepping up, stepping out, taking a chance, and building, right? Because it's a process. And so I commend you. Anybody else? With some of you, it took a minute before you even started to open up a brokerage account. What stopped you? Like, what do you think? Was it the myth that you needed a lot of money? Like, what maybe took you a long time before you decided to go ahead and invest? Can we get one more person?
Dear, Stephanie, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, for me, initially, having 5 children, I didn't really have the money to afford to do it. And then once I, of course, time went on and got, my career was and so forth, so far, so forth. I'm like the young lady before. I just had zero knowledge about what to do and how to do it. So I too took those tabs through my employer to start doing investing. Once I saw the returns on what I was receiving from when I was investing with stock and all that and things like that, then I knew that it is definitely a thing that we all should do. We should have been doing. Even if I had started years ago with like she was saying $5, it would have been very substantial, even now. So yeah. So learning from you, I am kind of you can, for me it's like you're awakening, something within me that's making me have to slow down and stop and start reading and learning, instead of like I'm the kind of person I just depend on the other person or the entity to do what it says it's going to do, and I keep on doing something else. So the way you do it is like you present the information, and then it I don't want to say forces, but it puts the listener or the user in a position where we are responsible for the learning and the doing and doing what decisions are made. You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
so anyway, thank you for that information that you shared with me.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And you got to be in the game. Like, you have to be in the conversations. You have to be around people that are doing the things that you want to do or you want to be successful. If you be around a builder, if you build around somebody who actually builds, you will become a builder. If you're around people who invest, eventually you will become an investor. If you're around people that is a millionaire, you typically going to be the next line to be a millionaire because you are a product of your environment. And so your environment is very, very key. And being successful is not a solo act, right? You need a team of like-minded people who you can grow, who you can hold yourself accountable for. So I commend both of you all, and those were really, really things that other people feel the same exact way. So we're gonna look at the scoreboard, right? Um, We're going to talk about the asset game. What do you own? We always talking about true wealth. True wealth comes through businesses. There really is, there's no getting around it. What assets do you own? Not talking about what you drive. I'm not talking about your clothes, not your phone. What do you own that produce income? That's very, very important. I want you to think about that. What do you own? Do you own any real estate? Do you own a business? What do you own? Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. Going the wrong way. True wealth, I've said it over and over again, that true wealth does not come from a paycheck. It comes from ownership. Own, own your own business or own a piece of somebody else's business. Own some stocks, own some ETFs, own some REITs, own some index funds, own some real estate, own some intellectual property. Like ownership, ownership, ownership. We have mastered being a consumer, we have mastered spending money, but now we need to master ownership. The rules have changed, everyone. Let's look at the scoreboard. Right now, multi-billion dollar companies are laying off thousands of workers. They're not doing it because they're broke. They're doing it because they're trading humans' head counts for artificial intelligence. AI. I'm not saying this to scare you or anything like that, but that's what they're doing. And it's not because they're broke. They're trying to stay in competition. They're trying to stay in the head of the game because artificial intelligence is changing the game. Did you know that so many companies, I think it's Oracle just laid off 12,000, about 12,000 people. Then we also had 21,000, my bad, 21,000. Oracle laid off 21,000. Meta laid off 8,000 jobs. Intuit and Cisco are also getting ready to let go of a lot of people. Again, not because they broke, because they're trying to reallocate their money, their funds, and start pouring money into AI because they know that is the future and they can make a lot of money investing in AI. We cannot miss that wave. If you're not familiar with AI, you don't like AI, you feel like it's a demon, that's not true. You have to participate in it. AI is going to make millions and millions of people. We have to be in the game. We have to participate in what's going on. The 15-cent questions. This is so true, and I really want you all to really take heed to this. The median white household wealth is 200 over 284,000. The median black household is 44,100. That's approximately 15 cents for every dollar. How do we change that for the next generation? Definitely by not more spending. It's about more owners. We have to start owning some things. Wealth isn't just earned, it's owned. We have to start owning things. They're also the entry level. You know how everybody they had the entry level positions. You graduate from school or college, they have the entry level positions. It said over 21% of companies have already frozen entry level hiring positions because AI can handle the baseline of the task. They can handle everything. So, where is that going? The good news is this: Black entrepreneurs is growing. Over 200,000 Black owned employer businesses. That's amazing because in a minute, everybody's going to be forced to either own their own business or own a piece of somebody else's business Side hustle, you're going to have to do something, multiple streams of income because it's here, it's coming. And more people are realizing, and I think it's a good thing that I need to have my own business. I need to, have my own table. Don't have nobody else to be able to move me from my table, right? So you want to always have multiple streams of income. It's nothing more than ownership. You can't get around business. Business is runs the economy. Everything you see, everything you touch, it belongs to somebody's family. Every time you spend your money, you spending it to help another family get wealthy. And there's nothing wrong with you helping another company get wealthy, but can you also be on the other side of the transaction? Can you also work and make sure that you're building wealth also to become wealthy? Over 200,000 black owned employer businesses is on the rise. Over 249 billions was generated. Imagine if we doubled that. Imagine if we invested in each other. Imagine if ownership became the culture. That would be phenomenal. Building wealth, building legacy together. It is so important that we patronize each other businesses. It's detrimental for our growth as a race. Let's talk about the biggest risk. A lot of people was scared to invest because they heard a lot of horror stories. People have lost their money in the market. Fear of them losing money. But the biggest risk isn't investing. The biggest risk is waiting, right? People waiting to invest. Inflation is risky. People think investing is risky. Doing nothing is risky. Depending on one paycheck is risky. Never learning is risky. See, knowledge, power, and legacy go a long way. I wish I could move this thing out of my way. There we go. Let's take a look at everything that's in front of you, that's around you. The chair you sitting in. Ask yourself, who made your chair? We talk about, I don't really know what to invest in. you know, I'm undecisive. So these are some different things that you can think about. What are you using every day? What's around you every day? Think about who made that chair you sitting in? Who made your phone that you use every day? Who made your computer, your laptop? Who made your television? Who made your toothpaste that you use every day? Who made your car? Who? All of those are businesses. They are owned by a business, multiple businesses. Everything around you exists because someone built a business. There's no getting around business. Either you're going to own your own business or you're going to own a piece of somebody else's business or you're going to do both. We got to figure out what we're going to do. Uh-oh, what did I hit?
Hey, girl.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, why I keep getting this white screen? I do apologize. See right here. Okay. There we go. Why is, there we go. Here we go. Move this out the way. Oh, that went too far. All right. So the rules have changed, everyone. Corporations are changing. Are you changing right along with it? Companies are investing billions in artificial intelligence, automation, software, data, not because they're struggling, but because they're preparing for your future. Are you preparing too? Okay, why is this doing that? Okay, I don't know why my slides are doing that, but it's okay. So
Is retrograde acting up?
I guess it is. Okay. It's okay. So I have an ownership challenge for you. For the next 7 days, I would like everyone to write down everything you buy. Everything that you buy. Ask who owns that business. Ask, can I learn more about that company? Curiosity comes before confidence. We have to start asking ourselves a lot of questions. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to get out of this. And I'm not going to worry about the rest of these slides. Yeah, because I don't understand why it's doing that. Okay. Let me stop sharing. And we can just go ahead and wean it from here. So what do you all think about what's going on with artificial intelligence? Is anybody using it? Do you see how it's changing lives?
I'm getting ready to start using it more and more. I am intrigued by it. And I know that Queen Adonia is using it. And I was really inspired after
See, I
coming
want to
going to
be in a world where it's full of robots and there's no real nature in nature. I like to be in nature. I don't want to be.
We couldn't hardly hear you that well, Mason. Say that again.
No, I think, let me see. Stacy was still talking and hers was on. I had to mute her. She
Okay,
was
go
talking.
ahead, Stacy.
I was just saying I was intrigued after going to the podcast summit about all of the different ways that AI is being used for people to make money, to advance their businesses, and mainly for people who are entrepreneurs and who really are trying to move forward in what they're doing. So I'm really, 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 really very interested in making this happen, like from this day forward, using AI to help me build my business.
Yeah, yeah. And you've been doing a phenomenal job. And when you go to these different, that's why it's good to continue to work on your personal development, because that's what I'm doing. And it is on so many different levels. We need to be aware of the artificial intelligence and how it can advance. And you do not want to miss the wave on that. So that's why a lot of people may don't know what to invest in. And one of the things I always say is the ETFs. Y'all heard me talk about the ETFs, and I love the ETFs. And one of the reasons why I love the ETFs is because it's professionally managed. It's something that you don't have to sit and always watching your portfolio. It's
Wait,
like
just are open on a one. Okay.
you gotta
Just
put
are not
yourself
open yet,
on
right?
mute. Put yourself on mute, love. So the ETFs are um professionally managed, right? And so for people who don't know, you might want to do some ETFs. You might want to do some REITs. Do y'all want me to go ahead and show y'all some REITs? Show y'all some ETFs? Would y'all like to do that since my screen, my slides wasn't working properly? Would y'all
Yes,
like?
Yes.
sure. Absolutely.
Okay, let's go here. Last week we talked about the storage. What's the name of that storage unit? The storage company. Let's see.
Was it public? No.
Public
Yeah.
storage. Yes.
Mhm.
Did y'all know that was a REIT? That is a REIT company. Anybody who ever thought about being in the real estate game without worrying about toilets, without worrying about managing and tenants, REITs are an excellent way of getting into the real estate game without doing all that. So storage, public storage is a REIT, and you will benefit from all those storages. People pay them rent. And you will benefit from all of those people that are paying them rent. And by law, they have to pay the investors 90%, 90% of the profits. How cool is that? I'm pulling up Realty. Oh, give me 1 second.
While you're looking for that, LaKeisha, Alicia Little is the AI marketing queen. She is starting the summit today, tomorrow, and Friday. And I was on last night. I joined. I registered into the course, um, and it was awesome. Tomorrow, yeah, Thursday and Friday, I'm going to share about some of the stuff that she shared with us yesterday, um, and using AI. So be ready to get on your computer. We're going to talk to and find out about who you are and who, just some stuff. So there's going to be some workshop tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah, I am going to be a part of that. I signed up for it. It starts today, I think 12 noon today.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I was actually able to keep up yesterday. I was actually able to keep up.
You signed up for the VIP?
Yeah, I'm actually in the power circle now for a year.
Nice.
So I have direct coaching and all of that. But yeah, today is free for everybody unless you want to upgrade to a VIP where you actually will get the recordings of everything for the next 3 days. So it's from 12 to 3, and for those who are VIP, it would be like 12 to 5 or 6. She can go. She can go to town. But yeah, AI marketing, I will put it in the WhatsApp, the link.
Don't they have an affiliate program?
They do.
Um, because I was wondering, I signed up for the registration. I registered for the summit, but I didn't purchase anything. I registered free. Is there any way that I can use your affiliate link to sign
Absolutely.
up for other stuff?
Yeah, yeah. When I put it in the WhatsApp, or I'll send it directly to you since you're asking specifically.
Yeah, send it direct to me, and let me sign up through your link.
I appreciate that.
Are you all able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is Realty Income. Their ticker symbol is O. Realty Income is in my portfolio and it's doing very well. This is a REIT company, okay? And what most people don't realize, so they have a large portfolio. They have grocery stores, convenience stores, home improvement, dollar stores, restaurants, automotive services, drug stores, health and fitness, restaurants, casual dining, general purchase. All of these, they receive rent from these particular companies. Now I'm going to go down just a little bit further. They have a very diversified portfolio, the top 20 clients. So most of you know about Dollar General. Did you know Dollar General do not own their building? They pay a REIT company. 7-Eleven, they don't own their own building. They pay realty or rent. Walgreens pay realty or rent. Family Dollar, Lifetime Fitness, B&Q, Wynn Resorts, FedEx, something we know, BJ's, MGM, CVS. They don't own their own buildings. They pay a REIT company. Home Depot. Home Depot don't own all of their buildings. They pay realty or rent. Sam's Club and Walmart, as huge as they are, they don't own all of their buildings. They pay realty or rent. And every time these companies pay realty or rent, guess what? You get paid as well. How cool is that? How much money do you think it would cost you to own a lot of these companies, get these buildings? It would cost you thousands and thousands and millions of dollars. And did I fail to mention that this REIT is under $100? Under $100. They are over everywhere. They are in the Midwest, Southeast, United Kingdom, Southwest, Pacific Southwest, Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Europe, Pacific Northwest. They have properties all over the world, and you will also benefit from that. How cool is that? And they, by law, have to pay you 90%. I'm going to show you another one. And some of you, I don't know if you can see this. Can y'all see this screen or not yet?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay.
Yep.
This is another REIT, Vici. VICI is the ticker symbol, right? Now, they have a amazing portfolio. And the one thing about Realty O, they pay dividends every single month. They're known for paying dividends and increasing it year after year. And they pride themselves, they never went under 96% occupation, meaning they always have are excellent in making sure that their properties stay occupied. They've been priding themselves for that. Now, Vici right here has a phenomenal portfolio. They have 63 leading gaming facilities. I also have them in my portfolio. 49 gaming experiential properties. 700 plus restaurants, bars, clubs, sports books that they receive rent from. Do you know how much money you would have to spend to own these properties? They practically own almost all the hotels in Las Vegas. Look at this portfolio. Caesar Palace pays them rent. The Venetian, this is my favorite place to stay when I go to Vegas. Venetian pays them rent. MGM, Grand Las Vegas. Can y'all see all these companies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
High Rock. Okay. You benefit every time these companies, you know they got money. Every time they pay Vici rent, that means you getting paid also because they have to pay 90% of the profit. This is a great way to get into the real estate game without worrying about landlords, toilets, and tenants. They even own golf courses. Look at that. What do y'all think about that? Look
That's
at all.
amazing.
I just can't believe that these people don't own their own property. Never crossed my mind.
Never thought. Yep, this is REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust. And everybody can participate in it. That's the part that's so good. Everybody can participate in it.
So, LaKeisha, does that mean that VC also manages all of those properties?
Absolutely. That's what they do. That's what REITs do. They manage, they are professional management companies that manage all of those properties. Imagine you having to manage all of these properties. You're responsible for maintenance. You're responsible for if the toilet break down. You're responsible for keeping the property up. You don't have to do any of that. See, I'm getting older now, so I want to work, do things smarter. So this is a way that you can get into the real estate game. There are so many sectors that you can get into with these REITs. I want to show you all something else because this is unbelievable. Let's see. Can y'all see this screen?
Yes,
Yep.
NASDAQ.
NASDAQ.
Girl, you be busy.
Okay, look at this. Realty O is $63.66.
Wow.
Mm,
They
wow.
own all of that property. They manage all that. That's the CVS. That's Life Fitness. All of those other companies. They just imagine you can participate in all of those companies that pay rent for $63.70. Okay.
What was the ticker on that?
The letter O right here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks.
The letter O. And right here, the 52-week range, the lowest it's been was $55.86. The highest it has been is $67.94. Let's see VICI. This REIT is only $26.51.
Wow.
They own all of those properties with all of those hotels in it, and you can participate in the rent $26.51. How cool is that?
Yeah, that is cool. Wow.
So my question is, LaKeisha, when you say $26.51,
Yeah.
is that like per share?
Yes. This
Okay.
whenever you go into NASDAQ, right here, that's what you so it's in the red because it's down. July the 8th, it tells you the date, the time. So right now it's down. But don't let that scare you because a lot of times when they go down, that's a good time to buy. Because the
Good
highest
time to buy. Yep.
is $34.01. Right? So you can buy you have $100, you can buy a whole lot of those shares. Right?
Oh yeah.
Let me see another. We got 6 more minutes. Let's see. What's another read? Oh, let's do this. AIQ. We talked about a ETF. Let's look at that. The AIQ. This had the last time I looked had 84 different top companies that's spending billions of dollars. I mean billions of dollars into artificial intelligence. And this is $61.92.
Mm.
And now you know how I'm always talking about when you're looking at an ETF, you want to look at the top 10 holdings of what's in the ETF. It'll tell you what's in the ETF. So you got Micron Technology. Sometimes it be companies in here you may not have never heard of. These are great indicators to figure out maybe something that you may want to invest in. Because if these companies is in this ETF, it's in there for a reason. They believe in this. It's professionally managed. And you have multiple ETFs that's surrounding robotics, AI, all of those different things. You pull up that ETF and always look. This is what I'd like to do. Always look at the top 10 holdings that's in it. Now, if I pull up 3 ETFs and just say Micron Technology is in all 3, that might be something a company that you might want to own individually. You got AMD, Advanced Micro Device. Intel Corporation, Cisco, Apple, Google, which is now Alphabet, Broadcom. All of these big holdings are are part of artificial intelligence, the top heavy players in the ETF. Anybody have any questions? This ticker is AIQ. Let me get any questions, anyone about ETFs? Any questions about the REIT? Did anybody learn anything today? I know my screen fell off, but it's okay.
Can you explain how do you get into one of these REITs?
Great question. So it's called opening up a brokerage account, right? You have to open up a brokerage account. There's multiple brokerage accounts. So one of the brokerage accounts that I like to use is Charles Schwab, as well as Fidelity. And can anyone tell the beautiful young lady who asked the question, how much does it cost to open up a brokerage account?
$0.
$0. It costs $0 to open up a brokerage account. But it costs if you had to open up a bank account, right?
Yep.
It costs if you have to open up a credit union account, but it costs $0 to open up a brokerage account. Another thing that's profound, which a lot of people did not know or realize, the myth is that you need a lot of money to invest. That's the biggest myth of all. That's one of the main reasons why people do not invest, because they always say, well, I'm gonna wait till I get a lump sum of money. Well, I'm gonna wait, to my income test. I gotta get a lot of money. Can someone tell the beautiful young lady how much do you need to start investing and becoming an owner of a lot of these companies, as well as REITs and ETFs? Can somebody tell her?
$5.
$5. All you need is $5. And you can start becoming an owner of these companies. An owner and start participating in REITs and ETFs. It's called partial shares. Fidelity has it. Charles Schwab has it. They're called the Schwab slices. And as of June, because one of the things with Charles Schwab, they had Schwab slices you can put $50 on, meaning that if it's a share that's $100, you don't have to have $100 to participate in owning that company. You can start as low as $5 and start becoming an owner of the companies and build up. They used to didn't do the ETFs. So that's one of the reasons why I got Fidelity, because Fidelity allow you to do partial shares even with the ETFs. So as of June, now Charles Schwab will allow you to put $10, $15, $20, however much money you want, pretty much $5 and above, you can participate in purchasing a lot of these ETFs. There are so many that are under $100. And I don't want you to, my last thing, because it's 10 o'clock, I don't want you to not invest. If you see a stock that's, let's say Amazon, I think Amazon is really high. I can't remember what its share is. But do not participate in Amazon because of the stock price being high, because you will get your due diligence of whatever you invest in. So don't make that the determining factor. If it's a quality company, it's a quality company, and you should invest in it once you do your research. Any questions? I
I
need
don't have a question, but I do want to make a statement. Yvonne, Yolanda is a friend of me and part of a super patch. She's in California, so it's real early there. What I want to say, and whoever else is new, that if you go to madamfinance.com, LaKeisha's been teaching on this for 2 years or more, and just review the shows where because she breaks everything down, what all these things are, the REITs and the all of it down, ETFs and stuff. And just kind of go through the teaching that she has, because she really breaks it down really good. So if you really want to get more information, go to madamfinance.com. And I'm tooting her horn, because she really breaks this stuff down and get more information and be more knowledgeable about investing, and then finding out it doesn't cost as much as we thought it was, and it's not as confusing as we thought it was. So that's for everybody. madamfinance.com.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Also, you can also go to YouTube and just Madam Finance, because it goes on YouTube before it actually goes on my brand resume. So Madam Finance is my brand resume, and that pretty much tells you everything, a lot about me, what I'm doing, what I'm involved in, and different things like that. So it's always being updated. But if you want to, I probably won't put this show on there today. I'm pretty sure I won't put the show on there today, but because of the hiccups. But if you go there, they go there first. And it is some really, really good information. REITs 101, ETFs 101, about passive income, getting quality companies, recession proof companies, how to pick your stocks, how to pick the ETFs, what to look for. I mean, it's a ton of information that is out there and it's free. And I do put all my heart and soul into each one of the presentations. I do apologize for the new people that came on today and I had to hiccup with the slides, but it's okay. All is well, right? And you all hopefully still learned something today. So I would like just two people to give me feedback on what did you learn today or what stuck out for you today. Two people. No questions? Nothing new? You didn't learn nothing new today?
Yeah, Keisha, thank you for sharing that about Charles Schwab, that they now let you do like partial
Cheers.
what on yeah, partial shares. Thank you. Yeah, because I know you had told us before that they didn't. So and they're now doing it. I guess they saw some is better than nothing. So they decided we might need to change that rule.
They need to change their rule because ETFs is like one of the biggest things that millionaires and billionaires and everyday people are purchasing. They're very transparent. Anybody else? One more person?
Well, this is Yolanda. This is Yolanda. I'm new. So I worked in REITs 20 years ago. I work in construction, work on large hospital projects.
Wow.
And after I retired, I just walked away. So I'm really surprised that it has become so flexible now and allowing more people to get into the business. So I'd like to learn a lot more about structuring. How to structure a REIT. Yeah,
That is so cool. Thank you for sharing that
thank
information.
you.
It's becoming very, very popular, and more people are investing that way into get into real estate.
Yeah, good morning. This is Stephanie. I would like to say that I appreciate the information also about the reason. I would like to know more about how you set them up as well. This program is very informative. Since that it's just such busy lifestyles. I feel like I just can't settle down and listen. But I'm gonna have to get on your recording session so I can take some notes and learn more. But yes, I'd like to get started on those reads right away.
Awesome, awesome. And next week we're gonna be talking a lot about Reese. I'm trying to get this person, this financial planner to come on to the Zoom, but he's so busy. But if not, we're definitely gonna get more detail into actually companies that you can actually look up. REITs as well as ETFs on next Wednesday. So I don't want to hold you all. It's 10:06. We love to end with giving yourself a hug. A lot of times we helping everybody else, we loving on everybody else, and sometimes we forget to love on ourselves. So please hug yourself and let's hug the world because the world needs a hug too. And let's sprinkle lots of love and light to those that are in authority because they need love too. And the Bible says, pray for those who are in authority. And so let's send them love and light. We never enough people send love and light their way. We never know what kind of miracles that can take place. So thank you
Amen.
all again. I really truly appreciate your patience, with the slides. And we just winged it. We got through it. And have a wonderful and fantastic day on purpose.
All right. Take care.
Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you.